massive thank you to Powered by the Sun for sending me this. Now, I've actually been using this behind the scenes, and I have to say, guys, it is worth checking out. So the company was formed from a personal healing journey, and in 2018, they went completely plant-based. So rooted in a deep respect for nature, this is just their offering back to anyone that is seeking balance, nourishment, and just generational wellness within their diet. So all their information will be below. Guys, please go and check them out. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and let me know how you're going to add this into your diet. Hi guys, and welcome to the first episode of Be Real, the podcast where we keep it cute, classy, and a little bit cheeky. So this first episode, guys, is one of my all-time favorite topics. It's all about me. I want you guys to get to know me on a deeper level, okay? Not just things that you might see online or things that I post on my Instagram. I want you to know me on a deeper level so we can build a closer relationship with each other, okay? So I'm going to have some real conversation. I'm going to tell you some fun facts, some real life situations, and I'm also going to throw a few expert opinions in there as well. Let's dive into it. I saw this little trend going on TikTok on get to know me in 5 minutes. So basically, people were just answering a few questions about themselves. And yeah, they was giving you the answers, and it was helping people get to know people quicker. And I think this is a really good way to get to know someone. So I thought, why not do this on myself so you guys can get to know me? Okay, so fun facts. Okay, I'm going to give you this really embarrassing story. And I can't believe I'm putting this out there, but screw it, I'm going to do it. So once when I was young, right, I was with my sisters and we were walking through the park, right? We was staying at my grandma's house at the time. So we was walking through the park, and this is like, you know, when you're really young and you're just first into like, but you're going a bit boy crazy. So I think we were like 12, I don't know, maybe 12 or 13. And we was walking through the park and there were these guys playing football. So I'd seen so many movies, right, where people would do like something dramatic, like they would maybe faint or something. And then, I don't know, in these movies, like, I don't know why I was 13 watching these type of movies, but clearly I did. So then someone would run over and they would save you, right? So I thought to myself, and I remember telling my sister Whitney at the time, yeah, I'm going to call her out because she knows this story, that they were playing football and then I would like drop in front of the goal or something and would come and save me. And that didn't happen, guys. I think what I remember, a football was literally coming towards my face because I dropped like in the goal and they weren't stopping playing football for no one. So yeah, that was once something that happened to me as a child, and that was really embarrassing. So question 2, my weirdest beauty fail. Weirdest beauty fail. Okay, I don't think it was do you know what? I don't necessarily think it was a beauty fail. I think it was something that everyone was doing and I was, you know, hopping on that trend. So I was in school. I know everyone does now, the beauty spot, right? So the beauty spot is a thing, okay? And it's very cutesy. It's very demure. If you see when people do the beauty spot, it's like a little ding. But back in the day, no, it wasn't a little ding. It was a blob. It was to put a big black blob on your face. And that was like your beauty spot. And then if you wanted to go that little bit further and be like a real beauty girl, you would have black eyeliner and use it as lip liner around your lips. So yeah, that's what I done. And when I think of that now, it makes me feel physically sick. And I think that must have looked absolutely disgusting. But back then, I'm telling you, it was a trend. It was amazing. Yeah, so I would definitely think that goes down as my biggest beauty fail. Okay, so number 3, guilty pleasure TV show that I can't stop watching. Okay, I'm gonna admit it. I hold my hands up. I'm here to be real. So a TV show I can't stop watching. I actually feel embarrassed that I watch this, but I do watch Baddies. I do watch Baddies, and I'm watching the latest series of Baddies, which is Baddies Africa, and it's toxic. It's a mess. It's a whole toxic mess, and I'm so embarrassed that I watch it, but I do watch it. I do watch it. I watch a lot of reality TV, and that is like a guilty pleasure, and
I'm here to be real, so I've got to tell you guys that I watch it because I do. But yeah, I watch it and I'm like, why am I watching this? I'm literally like, this is ridiculous. This is bullying. This is disgusting. Like, why are the girls acting like this? Sometimes they do make me laugh. Like, some things are quite funny. And you know what? You know what? One thing I would give them is the confidence. You know, I love a confident woman, and the confidence that these girls have, I think is something that, you know, I think everyone can take something from that. They don't give a heck. These girls do not give a heck. They will be outside wearing whatever, doing whatever. And okay, there is a line. But I rate it. I rate the confidence on people that can just go out and just don't give a heck about what anyone thinks or says about them. I'm sorry, but there's something that a lot of young women can take from these women. So yes, my guilty pleasure is that I watch baddies. Okay, big up Natalie Nunn. Hey. Question number 4. A dream destination that I'm dying to visit. As you know, I'm a singer. I have done a lot of performances where I've traveled like far and wide. So, somewhere that I would like to visit. You know what? Last year, I went to Alaska, and that was like really different. It was so crazy. I didn't get to see a bear and I didn't get to see a whale. And that was really disappointing because I really wanted to see a bear or a whale. I saw I don't know, it's a bit horrible, but I saw stuffed bears, but I didn't see an actual real life bear. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing, but yeah, I would like to go back there because it was actually stunning. It was so beautiful. I saw I can't even say this right, Hubbard glaciers. And this is just like something that not everyone gets to see. So the fact I got to see it, you know, like I think is amazing. And I would love to go back there and explore it more because I think it's really a stunning place. And the people that live there were so friendly, and yeah, it was just picture perfect. And I'm not a cold season girl. I love this. Give me the sun, give me the beach, give me a cocktail on the beach, give me warm weather. That is my vibe. But for Christmas time, I want it scenic. I want it snowy. I want it cold, and I want to see ice. Okay, in a cabin with a fire, if I can. So yeah, I would definitely go back there. That is a dream destination I would like to spend more time. That aside, I haven't done Bali. I've not done Bali, and I saw all these people in Bali, you know, swimming with the dolphins and all of that. So I would like to do that as well. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna pick 2. I should have picked 1, but I'm picking 2 because I can be greedy. I want Alaska and I want Bali for my dream destinations. Okay, but last and not least, weirdest date I've ever been on. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I've been on a few dates. Your girl's been on a few dates, but the weirdest date I've ever been on. Someone asked me to go shooting once, and I actually wanted to do that, but I never ended up going. It was like clay pigeon shooting. This wasn't weird, but I think it was a little bit like meh. Went to one of these game room things where like wear goggles. I think we wore goggles or something, and then it's on the wall, and you play this game. You have to like hit the wall. It's like interactive like this, and you're wearing the goggles. I think that was a bit weird because it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't as fun as I thought it would be. So I think that was a bit like, but again, that's still a fun day. I don't mind an activity. I'm not like, to be honest, sitting down and having a meal, not my vibe, especially first date, not my vibe. I think it's really awkward. I don't like when people like stare into your eyes or anything like that. Like, no. So awkward. So I prefer like doing activity, something where you're like moving. Yeah, I prefer that. Yeah, so I think that was the weirdest. It's not very weird, but that's all I've got. Okay, guys. So next, another thing that I saw on TikTok is a quick fire round. Okay, so it's like this or that. So I'm gonna let you know which one I would prefer, and again, so you guys can get to know me better. Lewis is gonna shout it out for me. He's behind the camera, guys, but he's gonna shout out for me what they are, and then I'm gonna tell you my answers. Go for it.
Beach or city?
Beach.
Netflix or cinema?
Oh, this is hard. This is really hard. I love a cinema, especially if it's a like an Odeon Lux, or what's that one I went to the other day that my sister told me about? God, what was it? It's not Everyman, is it? I can't remember, but it was really like luxurious. Like they had drinks, like they had really good service. And I love the Odeon Lux but they didn't have the recliner chairs, but Odeon Lux has recliner chairs. So I do love an Odeon Lux. But then if you're like dating someone and you don't mind like a little Netflix and chill. Do you know what? Let me go for Netflix and chill.
Okay, heels or trainers?
Heels. Heel. Anyone that knows me knows I prefer heels. Even if it's a flipping kitten heel, I love heels. I will wear a trainer, but I'm not a trainer girl. Okay? And something I hate. I'm gonna say it, and probably everyone's not gonna look at my podcast now. I can't stand Crocs. Get away with them dusty, ugly Crocs, okay? Whoever invented them, I don't care about comfort. The Crocs are hideous. I hate Crocs. I think females shouldn't wear Crocs. I'm just being honest, in my opinion.
In person or night owl?
Anyone that knows me knows I'm a morning person. I wake up at stupid o'clock. Can't help it. I've got so much energy in the morning. I will go for my walk. I'll go to the gym. I'll get my steps in. Yeah, morning person for sure.
Okay, last one is stay in or go out?
Stay in or go out? I don't know. I wish house parties could come back, because I love a house party. I love like the home vibe. Going out is long. If the weather's great, I don't mind. I love a day party. I love a day, like a day outing where I can, like a daytime brunch. Oof, I love a daytime brunch. I love a daytime anything. Yeah, a daytime activity, daytime brunch, I love. So let's go out. Yeah. I want to talk to you a little bit why Be Real exists. Social media is such a big influence on so many people, and I'm one of those people that it influences. And it got to a point where I was seeing so many things online, so many perfect things. It makes you doubt who you are, what you're doing, what you stand for. And it was becoming not a good thing. So I know the influence culture is, is something that we're not going to escape. Like no one can escape it. It's going to be around. And I think for a majority part of life, like it is a good thing. It's good to have like good influence, but there are a lot of bad influence, or no one is perfect. So a lot of time people say things, and they don't necessarily mean it to be bad for someone, but someone could take it in a negative way. Like this is just life. This is just the world. Got to a point with myself that I just kept seeing so many perfect things, so many perfect setups, so many people that looked perfect, so many just perfect aesthetics with all the things, and I just saw like there was a gap in the market for something that was just someone that hasn't got all that influence, that can still be down to earth about things, that can say whatever they want to say and say exactly what they're thinking. Might be like blowback from it, but this podcast is called Be Real, so that's what we're here to do. So that was my reason behind doing this, and I think if you've got something to say, then you should say it. An opinionated person, and also like on a more personal level, I feel like there's not that many black female podcasters out there, especially from the UK. Like I watch a lot of American podcasts, which are amazing and I love. And they've got so many TV shows, podcasts. They've just got so much going on for the culture. And I feel like it's not here in the UK, or if it is here, you just see one side of it. And I think I'm opening up another demographic and another side of it. That is why we exist. And I'm giving you my opinions, my views on things, and my real, basically. Going on from that, like the podcasts that I listen to or things that I watch, again, I feel like within the UK and the demographic, I feel like age-wise, like there wasn't much of a diversity. And some of the things that people talk about, I feel like it comes from people that are quite established. And even though, they worked their way to get there, which is amazing, I think now people are quite established. So it's that naturally your point of view will change. When you get to a certain point, in life, you do change. No one should stay stagnant. No one should stay the same. You should grow. You should change. Your views should change. Like that's a natural order of things. I think if you're not changing, if you're not growing, then what the hell are you doing? So naturally, I think now a lot of the people that are on these platforms, they are at a certain level. I don't want to say that they can't relate. I think that they can, but it's different, you know. So yeah, I think you get to a certain point where you can't mention certain things, or you have to be more careful of what you say. And I'm thankful that I'm not at that point yet, so I can say whatever the hell whatever the hell I want. So yeah, I think that I saw that gap, I saw that space, and that's why I wanted to be here. And yeah, the name speaks for itself. I feel like I can say whatever I want, talk whatever I want, and yeah. So it works in my favor right now. I don't know if it'll be that way forever, but right now that's the case, and I'm happy about that. Right or wrong, and and the thing is, I want to hear people's opinions. I like to get other people's side of things. I do love a good debate. I love a good back and forth about something, and if someone can change my mind about what I think or feel about something, that person, like, I want to be friends with you. Like, I love people that can challenge the way I think. So yeah, that's why. And I was just listening, to a lot of the podcasts and a lot of like the ageism about things, and like there's not an age for anything. You can do whatever you want at any age, and all this putting age on things, like you should have this by that age, that by that age. Cut it out. Cut it out. I don't want to hear it, okay? Because who thought of these things? Who said you need to be this age with that? Yeah, I don't want to hear none of that. I can do whatever I want at whatever age I want, and it's gonna happen. And that's how everyone should think, okay? So don't let anyone tell you that there's an age on something, or not to do this, because like it's all BS in my mind. Okay? And unless you can show me different, yeah, that's what I'm going with. This, again, the title of my podcast, Be Real, what it means to me now in terms of like friendship, beauty, dating, I would definitely say it's like my new existence. And I feel like I'm at a point in life where I'm so sure of who I am, what I stand for, what I won't stand for, what influence I want around me. I'm so like tunnel vision on what that is, and it's so freeing. It's such a lovely place to be. Knowing exactly what you want, knowing exactly who you are, knowing exactly what you stand for. And don't get me wrong, like I probably will grow, like everyone should grow. I probably will grow. But right now I'm just in a space where I'm so comfortable in my own skin. I'm so happy with just being authentically myself, For example, I wanted to do this for the longest time. And why haven't I? Like, there's been no reason why I haven't, but I'm doing it now because, everything happens. I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason. And my season is now. So yeah, in terms of like just everything I stand for, I'm a lot more confident in myself, like inside and outside, and who I surround myself by, and I'm happy with like how I look. I went through a lot of like I would say like my teens, my early 20s, and just when I look back at pictures, I'm like, oh my God, like you was stunning, you was beautiful. And when I look back at the person that was in that picture, I did not think that. Like I don't like doing the whole diagnose yourself, but I'm sure I had body dysmorphia, which is, when you don't see yourself for your true self, basically. And when I look back at pictures, I was literally so tiny, but no one could tell me that. No one, I was not walking around like, oh my God, I'm so tiny, I'm so beautiful. I was not walking around like that at all. I did not have that confidence. And now I'm like big, like I'm not big now, but I was big, I'm big, much bigger than I was before. And I'm so confident in my own body, in my own skin. So yeah, like I love that. So and I feel like I can just, be more, I am real. Like this whole podcast is called Be Real. And I feel like that is exactly who I am now. I say what I think. I act and everything I do is in that motion. That's why we're here. That is why I'm doing this. And yeah, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for my journey leading me here. So anyone that's tuning into my podcast, okay, my hope is that people feel seen. They feel heard. They feel, like I'm understanding where they're coming from. We deal with so much internally, so much goes on in our brain. And I feel for me, when I was first listening to podcasts or watching YouTube videos and someone said something that I could relate to, I was like, oh my God, like I feel seen. Like, I can't believe that person is going through the same thing as me. So one of my big takeaways from this, as I just want someone to feel seen. I want them to feel heard. I want them to feel like listened to, like, girl, like I can relate to you. I want to build a community. I want people to write in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if you're feeling this. Let me know if you agree or you disagree with me, and tell me why. Like, I want to have that conversation. And I feel like that is something that is so missing from today. Like, just nice conversation between two people. Like, people being able to put their views across in a nice way. Like, we don't have to be like rah, rah, rah all the time. Like, we can just have nice debate. What happened to debating, guys? Like, what happened to debating? A good old debate about something. What happened to that? Like, people have lost touch of that. Like, now it's got to be like, everything's got to be so toxic. I don't want to do toxic, okay? I don't want to do toxic. I want to have friendly debate, good conversation, people letting me know in a nice way. Like, I don't want to go on to like trolling and all these things that happen with online presence. I know it happens with online presence, but I feel like we don't need to do that. You can just say things in a nasty way. You can just say things in a nice way. Like, people have lost the art of conversation. Honestly, all we know now is shade. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I like a little bit of shade. Yeah, I know. I like fun shade. I don't like nasty shade. I'm here for fun shade. Yeah, nasty shade is something else. But a little bit of light, fun shade is absolutely fine. But let's not lose the art of conversation. People need to learn how to articulate themselves in a way that doesn't offend someone. You could be able to get your point across without like putting someone down, Like, I think these are skills that are being lost, and I want to bring them back. I'm going to bring them back. That is why this podcast is here, because I'm going to bring back the art of conversation, of nice debating, and people being able to get their point across in a way that they still feel safe and heard. Okay? Because everyone's opinion is important. Doesn't matter how minuscule it is, even if you think, oh, there's no point. Like, there is a point. Everyone should feel heard. And I want that to be that space. I want people to be able to come here, to be real, to leave their comments, to create a community, and to be seen and to be heard. Whatever the topic is, like, that is what I want Be Real to stand for. And that's the type of community I want to build, okay? Not the toxic stuff. Yeah, not the toxic stuff. We can have conflicts in opinion, but it's the way you present it and the way you get it across. I want that to be the undertone of everything that we do here. So yeah, that is what I want Be Real to stand for. Okay, guys, so I want to get into some expert opinions that I have found online, okay? So number one being, study shows, that the average person spends at least 3 hours curating their online image, okay? So 3 hours creating how you appear online. To me, that is wild, okay? That is absolutely crazy. How can you spend 3 hours creating how you look online? Maybe this is just me. I feel like if you're going to film something and put it out there, you just filming yourself. You're filming yourself. You edit it on your phone and you put it out. You don't then, I don't know, maybe this is me. I'm not that the thing is, I can't stand technical stuff. Like, I'm really not that girl when it comes to IT or anything like that. That's not my forte. But to spend 3 hours on creating an online, I'm trying to deep like what that means, like creating an online image. So exactly how you speak, exactly your actions of what you say. Like, listen, when I filmed videos and I've put it online, okay? Not every angle is your best angle, but you have not got time to only shoot your best angles. I think you need to shoot You're gonna see. Who cares? They're gonna see all of you anyway. Okay, let them see the bad angles now. Okay, and then they'll sometimes see some good angles. But to spend that amount of time on making yourself the perfect online image, like, I need to know. I need you guys to leave in the comments. Is this something that people do regularly, or is this an extreme? Okay, I want to touch base on something, right? Okay, let's talk about the godmother of social media. We all know who this is. This is Molly May. Molly May is the GOAT when it comes, come on, let's give her flowers. She's the GOAT when it comes to social media, okay? But for example, she's someone that I expect to spend 3 hours on creating her online image at this point. I know she's been doing social media for a really long time, and when she first started out, how she was, but the Molly May now, of course, come on, it's really cute. I can't even say the word curated, and I understand why, because she has such a big online presence. She has such a big following. Like, it would be silly for her to do something off the cuff and not her, not her aesthetic, and I don't know, that could lose her deals and this and that. So it needs to be specially formulated. But if everyone starts doing things like that, what is online going to be? It's going to be really boring. Really boring. And don't get me wrong, love Molly May. She's a godmother of social media. So, we know this. But if everything is as like done to a T, like some of her things are, like, don't get me wrong, I watched Behind It All. I watched all of that on Prime. Lovely watch. The first part. The second part, I kind of knew what was coming. There were a few bits I was like, and now hearing that there's a second series, I'm like, what can you show? Like, what's gonna keep me enthralled in the Molly May? Like, what? Like, everything is so perfect. I understand what happened with her and her partner, and now they're back together, which is great. We all wanted them, we all wanted them to get together, and thank God that they are. But what can go on from this? What can we see? Maybe we're gonna deep dive into Tommy's life and his alcoholism and all that stuff. But is it that interesting? If it's going to be so perfect, I want to see a big bust up. I can't be the only one. I want to see like an argument. I want to see, like, when there was a phone call, right? Who remembers? I don't know if you watched it, but there was a phone call and Tommy had called her, I think, when she was in the car, but they had bleeped it. They had like muted whatever Tommy said. And I'm like, I wanted to hear that. That was the juice. That was the juicy part. I wanted to hear that part, and we didn't get to hear that part. So it's like, I want to see something a bit more juicy, and I don't know if she's got more juice to give. Obviously, it's great seeing her brand build, her coffee thing that's going to build, and everything she's doing. Like, it is, like, it's amazing, and it's great for her, and it's, like, inspiring. 100%, million% is so inspiring to see a young girl do something like this. But for me to tune in again for season 2, I gave you season 1, and I gave you season 1 part 2. But for me to do season 2 part 1, I need more. You need to give me something more than being flipped off a horse. I'm sorry. I know that's bad to say, and I didn't want her to be flipped off the horse. But we all saw the horse flip coming. Come on. If you didn't see the horse flip coming, you're silly. We all knew, like, there was so much angst before. So when she got on the horse, we all know how horses are. They feel your temperament or whatever. I knew she was going to get flipped off the horse. I knew it. So when she did, that was like, and even the outcome of that was fine. I'm happy that it was fine. But come on. I love a film. I love a little bit of drama. There was no... So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to give her season 2, but I probably will. I say that now. I probably will watch it, because it's good to watch it and learn from the godmother of social media. But yeah, I need to see more. I think she needs a bit more. They need a bit more vavavoom, with that. Okay, and number 2, there's just too much perfect culture. If you're not Molly May, you don't have to do this perfect culture all the time. This clean girl aesthetic, I'm over it. It's boring. It's really boring. I'm sorry, guys. It's really flipping boring. Don't get me wrong. Okay, they're going to think I'm a hypocrite now, but I do like a matcha, but can I tell you something? Stop. I liked matcha before matcha became a thing. I liked matcha. I was drinking matcha. And can I say something? The reason why I'm a real matcha drinker, I wasn't having blueberry, strawberry, and all these things in between. I was drinking pure matcha without the sugar, without the syrups. I was just drinking matcha and enjoying it because I knew the benefits. Okay, now I'm open to a matcha with a little bit of whatever. And I've been to Blank Street. Yes, I've had the matcha. I do like it. Yes. But too many people doing it. There's the matcha trend. Then there's this, all the Pilates, all the slick back, all the... Stop. Just stop with it, okay? We've got too many clean girl aesthetics. We need to just... I just don't think it's real. There's not that many clean girls out there. Trust me, there's not. And I just don't think that people are being real. I'm sure these clean girls are not going home and being clean. I'm sure their relationship status is not clean all the time. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just traumatized. Maybe it is. But if it's not, can you just be real about it? If you do Pilates, if you drink matcha, but then, you're doing other crazy stuff, can you just be honest about it so the rest of us feel better about ourselves? I think that would just make me feel better. I tried reformer Pilates. I did try it. And it was okay, but it's not like the be all and end all. I don't think we have to do it all the time. And I think people just need to stop posting about it if you're going to do it. Pilates, reformer Pilates, matcha, all of this stuff, just pack it in. It's boring. It's really boring, actually. And the slick back buns and the ankle weights and everything, it's just boring. Don't get me wrong, I'm on my fitness journey. One thing about me, I can be a bit of a hypocrite, okay? So I am on a fitness journey, but I'm just doing it normally, and I'm not just trying to promote this clean girl aesthetic, matcha, Pilates, reformer Pilates person, okay? I'm just a normal girl that is doing home workouts, that is getting in her steps as much as she can, drinking water, and that's it, okay? So just be a bit more normal. Stop with the clean girl aesthetic. Run is actually over. So yeah, there's just too much picture perfect quality, and it's just another way for society to make us regular people feel like crap. Okay? There's already so much we're trying to contend with. We can't contend with the clean girl aesthetic all the time. Who wakes up looking amazing no one. No, you don't. No, you don't. I refuse to think that you do. Okay? So yeah, that's my thing. That's my take. And that is why we need something like this. We just need to be a little bit real. People don't get drunk anymore. People don't get drunk anymore and just say silly things. Everyone's like muted. Everyone's very PC. Everyone's very, what's the word? Media trained. Everyone's very media trained about everything. So everyone's like robotic, We don't want to be robots. We've got ChatGPT that helps me with literally everything in life. I love ChatGPT, by the way. Love ChatGPT. I'm one of them people. Are you a please person, or do you not say please to ChatGPT? I think it lets me know about your character if you say please or if you don't. I say please to ChatGPT. If you don't, lets me know your character. But anyway, there's so much robotic things out there. We just need more real people and not the robots of the aesthetics and the clean girl and the matcha and the Pilates and the reformer and all of this, okay? That needs to be banned for like a couple of months, yeah? Just let the messy girls reign. Let us reign. Just for a little bit, okay? Let us feel good about ourselves, yeah? Guys, just imagine what you could do in 3 hours, okay? In 3 hours, you could cook dinner, you could do a workout, you could watch a movie. Okay, movies are like an hour now. Like Netflix movies are like literally an hour. Like no one does a 2-hour movie anymore. Actually, some are like an hour and a half. But anyway, you could do all of those things in 3 hours. Okay, you could go for a meal. You could visit your friends. You could, if you have a boyfriend, go and see your boyfriend. There's so many things you could do in 3 hours. Like 3 hours is a long time. Okay, oh my God, you could get a flight. Like you could go to, where's 3 hours? You go to is it Spain, France, Greece? Like that's like 3 hours. You get on a flight for 3 hours and that's what you could do. And instead of doing that, you're going to sit online and curate an image of yourself that might not even be the true you in 3 hours. It's insane. It's insanity, guys. It's insanity. But that is what the world is coming to. That is what we're doing. That is what people are doing for actual fun. And some people are doing that for like 2 likes. 2 likes. Like, make it make sense. You would do that for 2 likes? No. Like, just want to shake. I want to shake you. Anyone that's doing that for 3 hours for themselves needs to be shook. I'm shaking the mic now. That's how passionate I'm about this. Like, the mic is shaking. I'm shaking. Fair enough if you've got a big team and you've got this and that and everyone's doing it for you. Fair enough. But if you're sitting at home getting 2 likes, not enjoying your life, and you're creating an image for 3 hours, that's what you need. I don't know if that showed. You need that because it's just crazy. It's crazy to me. And it's something that I just do not agree with. Live your life. Life is go for a flipping walk. Get your steps in. Do something for yourself. Treat yourself. Take yourself on a date. Romanticize your life. Don't create a false narrative image online for who? No. That is not why we're here. That is not living. That is not being real. Okay? Please. Have a mental check. Have a check with yourself. And be real. I don't agree with it. I don't know if that came across, but I really don't agree with it, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to the first ever episode of Be Real. Don't forget to follow at Can We Be Real on Insta and subscribe to wherever you're listening. Next week, we are talking about modern day dating, and we might have a little surprise guest on with us. So please stay tuned for the next episode, and we will see you then.